Hi, it's Katie and welcome to my corner of the world. So today I'm continuing my decluttering, and this time I have what may be my biggest collection, maybe my second biggest, and that is my eyeshadows. I have the palettes and the kind of small palettes and the singles here. We'll see how much we can get through. This may end up being 2 videos, but I want to try and get through this. So, because I have a couple of other things planned and with my palettes coming up this year. So, I wanted to get through these. I definitely do need to declutter. I just feel like I don't need all these palettes. It's at some point in time, I either wanted them or I received them somehow, but I do not need all of these palettes. So let's get started. I'm going to start with these two because these two I am not getting rid of. I won these from Carol Gardner in one of her giveaways. I forget which one it was for right now. It might have been for when she hit 700 or 750. But these are 2 of the Coach palettes. I won all 3 from her, but I did give one to my mom. I am holding on to these 2. These were the Coach by Sephora. So you had Sharky, and let me see if I can get him pulled back here. He can also go up, but that's where the mirror is, so I figure I'll just leave him down. Not only is this a just cool looking palette, but I do love the colors in this one. And with some of the purples, look at that shimmer, or the lighter one, and aren't those gorgeous? Of course, I have the black and the like terracotta, and the browns. I just think these are so pretty. I can't swatch everything, otherwise we're gonna be here forever, but oh, look how pretty, look how well they swatch. They're just so creamy feeling. I really need to use these more instead of just like displaying them, or at least come up with a better display for them. So definitely holding on to both of the, let me show you the unicorn one and real quick here. This one I believe is actually a blush palette, maybe. It says Uniface pigment. So you could use this as a blush, or you could probably use this one as a highlight, but you could use it as a eyeshadow. Maybe use this one as a contour. That is so buttery creamy. And this one definitely has a blush. So those are just so, so beautiful. Well, like I said, I need to use them. I never use them. That is what they look like. Let's see if I can show you those a little better there. Yeah, I definitely need to use this more. So these 2 are staying. I've already lost my makeup weight and I'm only 2 palettes in here. Not that anybody has ever asked me, but like the 2 palettes I cannot live without would probably be my Visart. This is the, what do they call this one? This is the, this is just called the Mattes. It is just that. It is neutral mattes. Other than like this blue and this pink, everything else is kind of a neutral color in here. They just are beautiful. They perform so beautifully. They're getting a little chalky, especially this one, but just overall, these are just gorgeous as colors, and they just come they come off so well. I mean, look at that pigmentation on one swatch. It's a deep purple, kind of a cocoa brown, and this one is a black. So, or I'm sorry, this one is a deep espresso brown. They just come off so gorgeous. Now, as you see, there is no glitters or shimmers or anything in there. That's why I say I could only have 2 palettes, it would be this Viseart one, and then it would be this Huda one. This is the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsession. And just like the mattes, this one does have a mirror. They are just gorgeous, and they are so pigmented. And I love this one. And it's kind of a copper red, coppery. This is almost more of a copper, like a penny almost. I use this one a lot for an inner corner. My cats are fighting because, hey, why not? Look at those. Again, one time in, and look at that color. So if I could only have 2 palettes, these would be it, because you could do a world of looks with just these 2. Oh, so these are not going anywhere. I will use those until they get used up. The funny thing with the Viseart is that I originally, this time, not quite this time last year, but last year, this was on the chopping block. And I started using it more, and I was like, no, this is not going anywhere. I love this palette. These 2 are always like right by where I do my makeup. The other ones kind of rotate in and out, but these 2 are always there. Or if I need a dark brown, which I usually use on my lower lash line, and if I need an inner corner or a shimmer and it's just not in the palette, this one will have it. So these 2 are not, I can't say enough about these 2 palettes. I talked about Huda. I have this is one of my newest ones, the Huda Purple Haze. Again, an gorgeous palette. I've been having a lot of fun this past month with this one, doing a lot of like purple looks for the holidays. I'm kind of getting into like slightly lighter looks, and this palette has just been so much fun to play in. So that one's not going anywhere. And I have one more Huda one. So here's my other Huda. This is the Rose Gold palette. I got this one, and I got the Gemstone one actually in a Busy Beauty box. They were 2 different boxes. I fell in love with this one, and so I asked Steph and her team for another Huda palette, and this is the one, and they got me. And then this one, the Purple Haze one, I got in their Black Friday like 80% off sale. But this is, oops. This is the Rose Gold palette. Again, beautiful shimmers, beautiful mattes. I love this palette. It is definitely staying around. None of my Hudas are going anywhere. Okay, let's look next at my Juvia's Place. Look at my Juvia's Place palettes. The top one here is the Blushed Rose palette. It is just super pretty. I have not had a chance to use this one yet, although I really want to. So this is one of the reasons I wanted to go through and declutter stuff and kind of see what I have, see what I've not been using that I really do want to use more. And this is definitely right up there. Then I have the Nomad by Juvia's. one's like pretty much a neutrally palette. You'll see a lot of neutrals, but this one is super neutral. I like this one. It's not my favorite one. I don't like I'm not a yellow person, so I don't usually use these. I will sometimes use these dark greens. I don't use this deep olive down here. So I kind of use these four and maybe these two, but I kind of stick with these. When I'm looking at it, I can tell, like, I use this one and this one a lot. So I'm gonna think about this one because it really is that I only use those two. Oh, I don't go in there for much else. This one is a new one that I got. This was in the Juvia's Place Black Friday mystery bag. The Magic Mini by Juvia's. So I've not had a chance to play in this one yet. This one is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cannot wait to try this one out. I just think it has stunning colors, beautiful shimmers, beautiful mattes. I will wear most of these. This is a deep, deep purple. This is a deep, deep blue. Oh, this one, I'm not sure if that's a black. That one is a black. Heck, so you can do so much with this palette. So this one is definitely stunning. The Nubian 2. I think I got this one also in a mystery bag. Not sure. Or that is what that one looks like. Much bigger pans on this one. And again, I would use a lot of these. Maybe not everything. This Morocco. Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's Jezebel, not Morocco. Morocco's above it. That's a really pretty. That's a really pretty purple. This Zuri right next to it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's that one on my middle finger. And the Nairobi, this gold down here. Yeah, look at those. Those beautiful. So yeah, I think this one is sticking around. Okay, and then the Walhalla 2. This one was on the chopping block the last time I did it. This was like my first big palette. Like the first one I really wanted to try. I thought the colors were stunning. I still agree that they are. I just don't know what to do with most of these colors. Most of them I've never touched. I don't know really what to do with a glitter. And there's a bunch of glitters in here. There's this one, and there's this one, and there's this one. They're beautiful. I even put this in my project pan and for my 50 Shades of Green, and I wanted to use each of the green row here at least 5 times. I think, let's see, I've used this one at the top up like 2 or 3 times as like a lower lash line. I've used maybe this one in Lust. I just don't, I never reach for this palette. I have kept this palette and the, I've kept this palette in the Viseart like right by where I do my makeup ever since I had them like on the chopping block. I reach for the Viseart all the time. I never reach for this one. I've barely swatched some of these. It's like I've never even swatched some of these. These are probably the 2 colors I've used the most. And maybe like these 3 up here are especially these two for like an inner corner, but otherwise I just don't use these. So I think I'm going to declutter this, even though I still have a couple months left on my 50 Shades of Green. I've been working on it for like 8 months now, and I've barely touched this. I just don't reach for it. I don't think it should stay in my collection anymore. I will probably ask one of my friends if they want this one. That one's definitely going to get decluttered. Okay, let's look at my Nomad ones. None of these will probably get decluttered. I still have, their artwork is so gorgeous that I keep this is one of the few where I keep the boxes because the artwork on the boxes is just beautiful. This is the Venice Simplin Express. This was exclusive for this was an exclusive for Ipsy. They have a larger palette of this one, but they did a smaller one of it just for Ipsy, and that is what it looks like. Again, it has the neutrals. Look at this color up here, this like, again, like a copper. It has more of a glitter in the middle. I love these up here. I love these two down here. This one is getting a little on the yellow side for me, but I will still use this a little bit because it is a shimmer. The blue and the red are a little out of my comfort zone, but maybe I need to push myself more with those. But this one is staying around. And the next is the Toscana. I think this was in like BoxyCharm or something, like a ton when I first started doing YouTube. I never got this palette. I always wanted this palette. I just thought the colors were beautiful. I finally got it, and I don't reach for it much, interestingly enough. It is super neutral. There's like only really one shimmer shade, and that's that one. And so I feel like I can't do, I like a little sparkle. So I feel like a lot of times I can't do a full look with just this palette. Like I need to have a companion palette for it. So, but I'm not ready to get rid of this one yet. I do love the color story on here. There, so that one's staying. This one, the Berlin Underground. I got this from Gloria at Beauty Over 50, and this might have been my first Nomad palette. Oops. And I don't know, guys. It's a little grungy for me. Emily dropped it, and the black broke. So it's just, it has a lot of shimmers. I think that's the other thing with this one. It has a ton of shimmer shades in it. Not too many mattes. And it's just really dark. And I just don't do that dark of a look that much. I try to use this one. I just don't. It's, again, one I don't reach for. I even like tried to have it like right by my makeup area for a month, trying to make sure I would reach for it, and I just didn't reach for it that much. So I don't know what to do with this one. This might be another one that is on the chopping block. My most recent Nomad one, though, is the Hudson Valley one. This one is not going anywhere for numerous reasons. And my mom was actually born and raised in the Hudson Valley. My grandmother lived right down the street from the famed Sleepy Hollow Bridge. And so, oh, in fact, she lived in Tarrytown, but originally it was called Sleepy Hollow, New York. So this has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. This is the first Nomad that I bought at full price, like at launch. And even if it didn't have the sentimental value to it, the colors in here are just stunning. It just screams fall. Like all of November, I reached for this one, even into December. I loved these like wine colors, these purples and the browns. I even used this one a little, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I did try it. I did try all of these ones down the center. I think I have tried, maybe not this one, I think I have tried pretty much every color in this palette and just loved it. This one is not going anywhere. This is one of my most favorite palettes. It's like I said, for a whole lot of reasons. All right, I'm not doing very good at decluttering here, guys. So far, I've got 2 on the chopping block and 1 that I'm decluttering. Let's take this pile over here because this is a lot that I'm not sure I'm gonna keep. The first one is the Wanderess by Wander Beauty Escape. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. It is pretty. I just don't think the color payoff is very good here. Or, you know, there's that one. I do like that one a lot, but the dark brown isn't super dark. It's more like a cocoa. This sea glass is such a pretty color, but I don't know what to do with it. Like, I need somebody to come and like tell me how to use those kind of colors. So there's that first one, Enchanted. And ooh, see, that one is so pretty. That flourish, I love that. Like, these 3 colors alone to me are gorgeous. And then there's the one, isn't that beautiful? I just have no idea what to do with it as a color. Like, I need to, in this next year, like watch a whole lot more makeup tutorials. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this one. I do love the colors. Those shimmers come off so well. I haven't used it for a little bit, so I forget like how well it performs like on my eyes. So I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. Oh, but it's gonna be like a, you know, revisit maybe mid-year one. And I need like a pile for those. Okay. I just got this e.l.f. one, and in the e.l.f. It was last year's advent calendar, their mystery a box from Black Friday. I accidentally kind of dug my finger into one of them, I think this one, so it ended up being mine. I'm gonna keep it and play around with it and see how I like it. I probably would have thrown it in a giveaway otherwise, but you know, they look pretty. They look like shades I would use, so I'm gonna hang on to it. These two, like, they just like jump out as like not belonging, but we'll see. Hey, that's a revisit, also kind of maybe mid-year. The Violet Voss, I Love You Forever. This is one of my favorite palettes. This is not going anywhere. I have hit pan even on one on Wink. I love this palette. I know a lot of people don't understand. They think it should be like all greens. Olives, though, come in a lot of different colors. So you have black olives, you have brown, you have green olives. So this really does come in all the kind of olive tone. Maybe not these, but they go perfectly with the other ones. So this one is not going anywhere. I absolutely love this palette. I will cry when I have to get rid of it. And I'm not getting rid of it until I absolutely have to. So that's not going anywhere. Teddy Boy. I got this, I won this from, forget who, maybe Tracy and Chloe or Monique at Monique's Unique Critique. This is from Butter London. It is a pretty palette. It has the mirror over here. It's okay. There's nothing like outstanding about this one. And the colors are okay. They're kind of creamy, but there's not a lot of color payoff on them. Like that one, the middle one, that was the middle one there is good. This is supposed to be this like super dark brown down here, and it comes off as really, really light. Like you could go in and deepen this up some, but and it's patchy too, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one, guys. I'm sorry. I loved it. It was a great thing to get in the giveaway because I did want to really try it. I just don't think it performed really well. Okay. The Moria Modern Beauty, this I got in a, I forget the name of the box. They have since gone out of business. It was an amazing box though. And they carried a lot of Moria. This is a stunning palette. This is a beautiful, beautiful palette. These are like my colors. These are the ones I always, you'll see this. I will probably still have like 10 that have these colors in it because these are the colors I love. It really only has this one in kind of shimmer. This one has a little bit of shimmer in it. Let's swatch a couple here. But they are just, it's just a really, really pretty palette. And again, great color payoff there. You can really see the glitter when it goes on my hand there. So I'm definitely keeping this one. Okay, Tarte. I have two from Tarte. I have this one that is called the Leave Your Mark Volume 2. This is an eye and cheek palette. I picked this up when they had the like, pick 7 for $60 or something like that. I thought this would be a great palette for travel because it does have the blush, it has the eye colors, it even has this one that is kind of a shimmer shade. I thought could even double as a highlighter, so I thought you got a whole lot in here. The problem is the color payoff in here is terrible. This Respect down here is supposed to be like a really dark kind of shimmery one. It looks good on there, but like once I put it on and it's a little patchy, it's not nearly as dark as it was like on my finger. The color payoff is not really great on any of these. Like you really have to build them up. This is that second shade that I did. It looks like it should be really deep. This Shake It Off, and this is what it comes out as. So, this is Encourage. You can barely see it even on my hand. And so I think I'm going to get rid of this. This is the blush. The blush is like nothing on me. I have barely used this. Like I I think I took it on 2 trips with me. I took it to a work trip to Pittsburgh, and I took it down to Disney, and on neither one did I really think it performed that well, and I needed a companion and palette with it, which, you know, if this is gonna have a cheek and something could double, you want it to be able to do everything, and it just doesn't. So I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. This was the Tarte palette. This is the Sunrise one. This came in the BoxyCharm Tarte Takeover, the premium one, in October. Again, I just can't get it open. Again, it's just the color payoff in here is not that great. It is, you can see, it's very light to begin with. And even the ones that are supposed to be kind of darker don't come off that dark. So that is Wild. That is Delight. That is this one here. And then this is Charming. So these are kind of like the darker shades. You can barely see that middle one. And the shimmer is really nice. This, again, is not dark. It ends up looking more of a cocoa brown or a muddy brown. The color payoff here is not very good at all. So I honestly think I'm going to declutter this. That one's pretty, but again, it's not worth it to me to keep it for one shade. And again, the color payoff stinks. So I've not been impressed with the Tarte shadows. Let me know if it's just me, or is it... I always thought Tarte was like a good company. I love some of their lip stuff. I love their like Shape Tape and stuff, but I don't get the color payoff there. Okay, let's go with a couple other ones here that are kind of questions for me. This is the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Sunflower. This is another one. I want to love it, but it's just not, I don't reach for it. I don't love it. I want to love it. Like, I love this bottom row. It's so pretty. This Sunray here, look how gorgeous that is. Fly Girl, you know, it's not a me color. I want to love these. And I just don't reach for it. I don't feel like it's super cohesive. Like this line right here, I think is good, but the rest of them, I don't really reach for. That color is stunning, but these two are, you know, very patchy. That was this one here. That one is stunning. These two don't have much color payoff at all. The one thing I love about this is that it has this large transition shade. Although for me, it's kind of like a little mustardy, or it doesn't, you know, have much color at all. So I think I'm going to declutter this one too. So I started out not decluttering much at all, and now I'm like, yep, getting rid of that, getting rid of. Okay. Grab some more here. All right, this is Kokie Cosmetics. I got this in one of their mystery boxes. I love Kokie Cosmetics blushes. I love their foundation. Their eyeshadows, though, have not impressed me. This is the second time I've gotten an eyeshadow palette from them, and it just... Again, the color story doesn't make a lot of sense to me here, or it doesn't seem very cohesive. The shimmers are very creamy, but even that, like, it didn't come off really well. This green in here I thought would be beautiful. again, there's like no color payoff, so I'm gonna declutter this one. I don't think I've actually ever even done a look with this one, and that's, so I can't say I would recommend their eyeshadows. Their blushes, their foundation, yeah. This is the I Heart Revolution Angel Heart. I got this from the Wicked Awesome ladies, I think in a collab. Don't think this was a giveaway win from them. This again though, this is my jam. These are my colors. I love this. I don't know if I've ever done a look with it though. These are all mattes, but the color payoff is really good. Let me see one of these shimmers over here. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to this one and see if I can do a little bit more with it. Go in here. Since this is right here, we'll do this one. This is Glamlight, the Street Taco one. I got this, I think, from either Life with Christine or Kiki's Cosmetic. I forget which one. And I apologize, ladies. Or maybe I got it from, yeah, I forget. And I apologize. These colors are so cute. This is just such a cute palette. I think I'm going to keep it just for that. These colors scare me. I gotta say, like this lemon, these are so creamy. I don't know what to do with it. Like red onion, I can probably work with. Certainly carnitas, I can work with. Look how pretty that one is. Carne asada, I can work with. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. This one, the carne asada is, woo, is that patchy. Hey, but the other ones, the shimmers are gorgeous. So I'm going to hang on to that one. And the carne asada wanted to get everywhere. Okay. I just got this one as an add-on in my Ipsy. I was going to, this is Tempting from Trend Beauty. I was getting it to put in a giveaway, but one of the shades broke when I opened it up. So that one right there. So I'm going to hang on to it and try it out since I kind of have to keep it. But otherwise, I don't know. It's just, you know, it's a color story that it's definitely a type of colors, but because it's my type of colors, I wasn't really planning to hold on to it since I have so many in this color story already. But I'll hold on to it. I'll give it a try. I mean, I've owned it for less than a month. I should at least try it. Breakfast in Bed from Beauty Bakeries. I actually have two of these right now. One of them is in a giveaway because I just got a second one in BoxyCharm mystery box. It's okay. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have bought it to put it in a giveaway. Sometimes I will get palettes because I love them. This one just, to me, doesn't have great color payoff. Again, like, look how dark that is. Look how it's coming off on my finger. Like, it has no color payoff. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one. And that one's getting decluttered. You know, maybe you guys will like it better than I do. The other one that I got double of in that I had already from BoxyCharm that I got again was the Queen in palette by Eloise. This one I actually really like. I think these are really pretty colors. The shimmers are great. This was like the second big palette I owned after the Juvia's Walhalla 2. This one I reach for a lot more. I kind of love these colors down here on the bottom and kind of up the middle here. So I will hang on to this one. this is the Murillo twins. This is Brianna's. This I think was in an Ipsy. This is from Beauty Creations. It's okay. I mean, I used it. I used it for about a month. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it has nice colors. That one's really pretty up here. And this one I think was really pretty. I just don't reach for it. You know, again, the colors, payoffs are not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great either. I'm going to think about this one. And I would like, it's, to me, it's a lot of light colors. Like these two rows are very, very light. Like this row, and then like maybe these two are like the only ones I would use that much. Although I have used that one a lot, apparently. So I don't know. I'm going to think about this one. That's going in my thinking pile. I have two from the Balm. I am probably not getting rid of these. I love them just because of what they are. This is What's the Tea? This is the Hot Tea eyeshadow palette from them. And it looks like little teacups. And again, it's kind of my jam as far as colors go. I love these here. This one is really pretty. It has a super dark brown. This one is kind of a, this one has a shift in it. I have like, you can see how that kind of shifts a little bit. There we go. Now you can really see it. I have like glitter all over my hand now from all these different shadows. So I am definitely hanging on to this one. And because I had the Hot Tea, I'm trying to think where I got it. I think I picked this up in either a Boxy or Ipsy sale. And then I was looking for this one forever. I finally got it from Busy Beauty. This is the Iced Tea palette. I don't think I've actually created a look with this. I just wanted it to go along with the other one. So instead of the hot teas, it looks like iced teas. These are really pretty. I don't even think I've looked at this one that much. This is like a lot of the purples that I've been loving lately. This one, this Buzz, is really pretty. Yeah, so, oh, let me get that one down there too. Yeah, I gotta play with these a little bit more. So these weren't going anywhere no matter what. These are kind of like collector ones for me. I don't have a lot of, I say I don't have a lot of collector ones, but hold on a minute. We're getting into the collector ones. Not yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there real quick. Okay, I have Larizzi, the Athena palette. This I got in a Vino. I got a lot of stuff from Larizzi and Vino. It's just, you know, it's my colors. But I want to say this one, like some of the other ones, did not, like, there's not a dark color in here. This is as dark as it gets. That one in the middle, Goddess, is really pretty. And then this one over here, Odyssey. I don't think the color payoff is great. There's not, like, this is as dark as it gets. I need a darker shadow, but these are really pretty. And like I said, I've been going for a little bit lighter look. I would still need a darker brown for the lower lash line, but I think I'm gonna hold on to this one for now. Oh, I was definitely thinking of getting rid of this one, but I think I'm going to hold on to it. And then I have Lotus Love from Be Bella. I forget where I got this one. I think this is one of the ones like I maybe that I got it somewhere and then like it was broken. Yeah. I had a broken one up here. Boy, I don't know what to do with this one because I don't, I have a broken one. I don't love either of these glitters. I do like the purples in here, but they're okay. The color payoff on them is not great. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one, guys. Honestly, the best one is this one up here, or for like an inner corner, and I can use a highlighter for my inner corner if I wanted to. So I think this one's gonna go too. I think this was maybe in a, I think this might have been in a Busy Beauty, but I don't remember. It also may not have been. Then, okay. We're getting there on the big palettes. I'm definitely going to like cut this into two. Oh, with the big and little palettes. Okay, this one, this is from Florasis. I got this in a Busy Beauty. This one is just a piece of art, so I am not getting rid of it. I have not used it because I just don't even want to disturb it. I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see everything in there. Like, look at all of that. I hate to even touch it. But it's there to be worn, right? And that's, overall that's good. It's pretty good payoff. I will say this one I wish was a little bit darker. That is that one right there. Again, I would need a companion palette with it because it's not, I need that darker one for under my eye. But again, it's kind of a work of art. I just can't part with it yet. So this one is gonna, okay. The Limoncello by ColourPop. I don't know why, everything else I took out of a box except this one. And this one is really pretty. I really wanted this one. Like, everybody was getting this one, and I got it, and I don't really use it that much. I don't know why, though. Oh, I mean, I know I don't really like the yellows in the middle here, but definitely these three down here I would use pretty much the entire top row, and this one I may even use a like Capri, which is kind of a olive almost. So I'm gonna hold on to it. I was thinking this one was probably going, but now that I look at it again, I'm like, why don't I use this? See, this is why you go through these things, because you're like, why don't I use this? Okay. Hey, as we get into, well, let me do the Ace Beauté one, because then I'm going to get into like a whole ton of like ColourPop and things, like franchise things. This is from Ace Beauté. This is the Floral Vintage. I mean, the artwork on the case is stunning. The inside is beautiful. This is one, again, I need to use more. Like, I'm looking at it and going, I used a couple of these, but really not that much. I need to use more, or I need to use this one in the coming year. So I am definitely holding on to this. Okay. This one, ColourPop, like I said, kind of the really themed ones. This is the Harry Potter, from ColourPop. This is like all the different houses. I mean, look at this stunning artwork on here. It is just gorgeous. I got this palette because I love Harry Potter. For no other reason, I love Harry Potter. I thought I would like the colors. I stinking love this palette. I never thought that I would like this as much as I do. I stinking love this palette. I use this as I've been trying to use like at least 1 or 2 palettes a month, and I'll talk about that in another video coming up, but I loved this palette. This one, this invisibility cloak, this is stunning. Dang, I would use this on my lids so much. It is just a beautiful shade. And just gives that little bit of sparkle there. I did not use Forbidden Forest, is more of a glitter, so I didn't really use that. It's pretty, but I don't have a glitter glue, so I didn't use that. I just want to play more in this, as I was surprised at how much I really actually loved this palette. So this is going nowhere. It wasn't going to go anywhere regardless, but this is one where I actually love the palette, not just because it's Harry Potter. It is really, really well done. And really beautiful shades, really beautiful formula. This is a great palette. Okay. Couple of more, and these all kind of go under the same theme. They're from different companies, but these are all my Disney ones. So I have this one from Morphe. I got this from Janelle Miller in a Christmas collab. They are super cute. Oh, I mean, come on. It's Mickey Mouse. None of these are going anywhere, folks. Folks, I love Disney. My Disney makeup is not going anywhere. I do need to figure out how to display it, but my Disney makeup is not going anywhere. There's very few things I keep as like collectors. I have the 2T palettes from the Balm and my Disney ones. Otherwise, I try to only keep what I'm actually going to use. This is Hocus Pocus. This was not at the Hocus Pocus 2, but this was the second Hocus Pocus palette that ColourPop put out. It's called Witching Hour. Again, I actually really like this little palette. I love these shimmers in here. This is kind of second row. I really like, there's not, again, that deep brown. This one doesn't come off. This green nude comes off more as like a pukey brown. But I love those shimmers. And again, it's a Disney one. It's not going anywhere. But I actually do use this palette. Thinking of Hocus Pocus and ColourPop, this is the Hocus Pocus 2 one. So this is actually their third installment of Hocus Pocus palettes. This was, where did I just put it? This was their 2021 release. They did have one in 2020 also. This is their 2022 release for Hocus Pocus 2. So I got this from Sherry from Wicked Awesome Lifestyles in one of our October boxes, and I have not played in this at all. I'm not even sure I've swatched this yet, but again, it's not going anywhere. I love the colors. I will definitely use this as, but yeah. another color pop. This is the Winnie the Pooh collection. This is the Sweet as Can Be palette. This is a really pretty palette. It super beautiful, like springtime palette. It, again, I used it. I love it. I will use it again. Then there's some I keep as collector pieces, as I mostly try to keep ones though that I will use, and I will use this one. This one though, man, I have a hard time hanging on to this one. This is Pixar by Ulta Beauty. This is Fish Are Friends, Not Food. So from Finding Nemo. It looks like a palette I would love. It looks like a colors that I would love. It's just not that good. Let me get this one here too. So I have a matte. It's just not that good. The color payoff is, these two are okay. This one is super light. That is this color. That should be way darker than that. And the black is super patchy. In fact, it's so patchy, it's like getting into the other ones. Let's see. I know I said all of the Disney ones were staying, but I don't think this one is. You know, the artwork is not up to par with the other ones. This is Ulta, not ColourPop. Not that that matters, but this just isn't well done. And so I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Also by Ulta, another Disney one. They did a whole series in October of the Disney parks. This is the only one I have so far. I got to check and see if they're on sale. This was the Epcot one. I would like to get at the Animal Kingdom one, and also, but I mean, these are itty bitty little pans. So itty bitty. The color payoffs are not great. They're okay. I think if it wasn't that it was like the vault, I probably would get rid of this one too. Oh, you can see those color payoffs are not great. But because they have it in this like vault, because it comes like in this vault that is like gorgeous, as I will probably hold on to it. It also came with a lippy. I'll show you this now. Oh, instead of with my other lippies, because it's just going to probably stay in here. I don't know. The lippy is gorgeous. I will probably use the lippy more than I would use the palette. But I'm going to hold on to it because it is in this beautiful packaging. And the last Disney one I have, and the last one for this video, is the huge Disney Morphe palette. This has a gazillion and one colors. I have not played in this. This is also from Sherry, I think for Christmas maybe. Absolutely, like not this year, but maybe last year. I have not played in this as much as I should have. It is stunning. And I don't know if you can see, but some of them have little imprints in them. Like that one is a daisy. That one has, whoops, like, let me see, Mickey's hand. So, again, though, this one is staying no matter what, because I love it. Not necessarily for, I love this one, not necessarily for the color story or anything, but the artwork and everything on this one is gorgeous. So, all right, those are all of my larger palettes. Let's see how. Okay, so I have two that I'm kind of like debating I'm going to revisit in 6 months. That's the Elf and the Wondrous Escape from Wander Beauty. So, but I am getting rid of. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one, the Murillo Twins by Beauty Creations. It's not what I'm going to reach for. I'm having such a hard time saying goodbye to this one. And I just don't do... Maybe I'll hold on to this one because, you know, I do collabs sometimes. And if I need to do anything grungy or use those like darker colors, I will hold on to it for that. Because, you know, that's not making up excuses to hold on to a Nomad. What do I do with this one? What do I do with this one? I just don't use it. God, I hate to get rid of this one, but I just don't use it. Like, why am I holding on to it is the question. And because it's Juvia's Place and because, it's Juvia's Place and I love the artwork, but I don't use it. I have others palettes that have all of these colors in them. I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay, so where was that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'm getting rid of 11 palettes. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know how many I'm holding on to. Give me a second. So I have 3 that are kind of like in the maybe a revisit pile. $29 and $30. That's still a crazy lot. I essentially got rid of a quarter of what I had, so I had like 40, and I got rid of a quarter of that. But we still have small palettes and singles to go. Yeah, that's still a lot of palettes, guys. I will continue to kind of revisit things, see what I use, but let me know what your thoughts are on these palettes, and until I see you next time, have a great day.